Peace, peace, greetings. Greetings, beautiful people. Man. Y'all, I do not own the rights to this music I'm pointing this way, in the background. Okay, usually I don't play music, but I need to play this. Okay, let me turn this down. I just like vibing. Just in a good, like, vibration. Or just vibing high right now. Which one we want this on? It don't matter. Okay. How I'm gonna do a video like this? No, I gotta hear a little bit. I guess, everything's synchronized. Let me tell you, like, let me just say, love is on the menu. These moments is so vital. I would tell you this, like, you have so many things in the ethers, atmosphere, in the heavens shifting. We have a full moon and Gemini coming. We have, what is it? Virgo going retrograde. There's so many things going on. Some other stuff in Capricorn. Let me tell you, y'all got y'all seats. You better brace yourselves. But this energy that is being prepared, man, it's like I can feel the release of the old. I feel like that's what's coming, what's happening right now with this Virgo full moon. It's like the old, letting go of the old, because not Virgo, Gemini full moon. Gemini represents the twins, and light and dark aspect. And I just want to share with people, like, if you're not into astrology, let me share something with you. Like, it's this channel is not to convince someone of anything. If you're led here, then it's your soul purpose. If it's for you to share it, it's your soul's purpose. But all the things that I share is for liberation. I'm a divine vessel for source. That being said, it's like, it's all about liberating through the heart. As you can see here, I got the artwork behind me, but it's all about liberation and sovereignty of the heart, sovereignty of who we truly are, why we came here to be. And I know that's through love. And through that is the liberating of the heart. And so what we are experiencing is, I remind people, do not I can't tell you what not to do, but allow, like, this surrenderance and trust. When is this light too bright? But anyway, this surrenderance and trust to what's happening is, know that everyone is going through something, okay? We're all going through something collectively. And see, it's like the ego is being, like, getting knocked out of the way. And see, you see when we're surrendering to the love and to the flow of life, the ego is being dissolved, like wanting to be acknowledged through certain things in life, whether it be material or, just acknowledgement just of self and not the collective in this, in its totality, in its entirety. But anywho, had to turn down the music. So, beginning of my video, getting an honor to, the creator source, the divine within us, honor divine masculine, feminine within us. Let me just turn this off. That way I don't have to be interrupted. Oh, I love music, bro. I love music. It's so important. I was vibing out. I just need, like, authenticity is really the amazing thing right now, just to be authentic and our true selves in this moment. And that's what we're experiencing. We're going through a liberation of our soul. And as we ascend, those that are, with this Gemini moon, is that we are coming through this can seem like dark moment in our lives, and then we're in rising or illuminating from that place of darkness, like that light aspect. And that's like the Gemini representing the twins or being intertwined. And so that being said, it's like we're seeing that being displayed as we sit with ourselves and just, learning to wow, the unprogramming and man, me myself, I speak on my journey. It's like, whoa, like I said, I just had to I had an aunt that I had to a great aunt actually, that I had to see some things while being at a funeral. Me per se, I'm not into a lot of those traditional things, but I realize spirit sends us to places not for our ego to be acknowledged, just because we don't want to do something sometimes, but it's really if we're in alignment with it, and then that's truly being our authentic self. Then if we're doing it knowing that it's something that we don't really want to do, is that really being who we truly are? But it's more of some moments our light is needed in places where there's a lot of vulnerability, or there's a lot of disruption or imbalance. And it's just like right now in this world, things are going to things as there is, that's like a ushering more light into the world, as those that honor their healing and realize like, okay, look, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So there is no rush on this. And so this is why we are experiencing these relationship dynamics, or or these connections, where reminding ourselves to love on ourselves, embrace our journey ahead, and prepare for what we're going to walk into. And see, it's new. What would this all be if we low power already? What would this be if we already kind of knew everything? So we get bits and pieces there. But that being said, it's like this is truly a collective thing, and we're returning to the same place in a way. It's like love, source. And see, the world has been so indulged in this ego. Everybody wants to do this. You can see this being displayed right now. Everybody wants to be this and do this, and then even in their individuality, the illusion is separation when we're all playing a part in this. But like I said, it's just know that you are in your own world. We now have, it's like that coming into that knowing and awareness is that especially doing your own shadow work, and then also having that awareness that it's not so much being in control, it's the surrenderance, and then attracting those things. So that's, I feel, the most important lessons that we have as a collective, or those that have individually learned upon this spiritual journey or this human experience, is that we all, no matter religion, culture, background, whatever it is, we are all playing our part in this experience. Man, there's so much more, but just know that we are all divinely guided and protected. The world truly needs more love. As much as I want to, there's not much I can really say about the past. It cannot be undone. It's the past. It's like a car. It's like it's a rearview mirror. You look to see what's behind you, but then you realize, like, okay, you have this big mirror in front of you, or this window that you're driving forward on. And so it's a reminder, like, look, keep on moving and pressing forward, and learning that we got this. And it's all, like I said, it's for just as much there is light entering the world, there is a balance between light. It's gonna seem from a place of when we become aware of our own light or inner light and inner essence. In a way, we're gonna want to run or have this anxiety of like, oh my God, I gotta get away from all these people, or I don't want to be here. But it's truly like our soul calling us to like peaceful places, such as nature, or such as an island, such as things where there is not so much noise. If that makes perfect sense, Spirit says, yeah. And see, that's because it's one becomes so centered or balanced within self that it learns to not depend on external things or need those. It learns to not feed the flesh per se, but more now we're seeing when we do our shadow work, we're learning now to feed more of the spirit. And when we learn the more feeding and pouring into our spirit, which honors our balancing our masculine and feminine energies and traits, then we see a shift in the world. And this is like, oh man, how could I say? Wow. This is what you see a display on around the world. It's like we're healing just as Mother Gaia is, and everything around us. It's like things have to be destroyed to be rebuilt, or for something to be created again. So it's like letting go of the old is a part of the new pouring in. So this is what we're feeling right now. Some of us can probably be feeling like, man, I don't want to do nothing. I've been feeling that just resting, honestly. Spirit calling you to rest. That's a part of this surrenderance, because it's the real spiritual warfare. A lot of what we're going through is that we're learning to feed the soul. We're learning to feed our spirit, mind, body, and soul, mind, body, and spirit. So, and that helps the world, everything stay in this neutral place of balance. So, and that's with everything and anyone. If you're calling to just drink more water, do that. If you're calling to fast, do it. If you're being called to just walk away and go, you're going to feel those urges to go and maybe take a camping trip, go to the mountains, go certain places. Because truthfully, from what I've been seeing, and I know I'm not the only one, look at the weather, like look at a lot of this stuff. I could go into so many details of what it really is, but truthfully, a part of it has to do with it is judgment, and also a part of the experience here. Let's see. But that's also a part of it's anything. It has to go through the chaos, the destruction, and and then be built from a place of a firm foundation, or a solid foundation. So man, I don't know. I really just wanted to do a video, but those I just want to that are now is not the moment. It's never really about giving up. It's really the surrenderance into the now. It's like forgiveness is key, but also is that honor your boundaries. Honor your boundaries in this time, meaning that someone said, well, this sister, and it was to me, it kind of lifted something off me, like when she mentioned how she mentioned this, she made this statement or expressed this. She said, you can forgive someone, but that doesn't mean you're willing to, that doesn't mean everything is overcomable. And it's not to say that, and that's where boundaries come in, which was very important for me because, um, there's a saying like you can be loyal to a fault, but when we are going through these stages, and I can just speak to those that are, this is like mature and intellectually is or emotionally. And see, that's the lessons that we go through when we are mirroring and attracting those where, let's say, in these connections, one may not be emotionally available. This person may be emotionally like active in a way or express themselves. It's not to take away and say anyone is in fault. It really is showing us or reflecting on self. I always learn to bring things back to self, and then seeing myself in this holistic or whole way to where, okay, it's not to take something from anyone. And see, this is where, and that's based off ego, or is this coming from a place of love, or is this coming from a place of ego or wanting to be acknowledged? Man, I'm telling you, like, this is the world being displayed, and this as above, so below, meaning that it's happening in the stars as it is in heaven, as it is on earth. So this is the healing that's taking place as we heal. As I sit here and I honor my healing, I realize it's bringing healing to my bloodline, and that's how spirits, the creator sees it, source. Like, when we heal, know that your healing is not in vain. Know that your journey is not in vain, okay? Your journey is not in vain. No one's journey is in vain unless they perceive it that way, which is all perspective. Meaning that if someone feel like their birthright is to be here and just suffer, that's their free will. And see, that's the thing about, we have free will, meaning that that's what our soul or our purpose here, those that do know, that's what our purpose is here to do. And so that's the liberation. That's what the soul desires. It's nothing that one can stop. That's why it's truly no identity to what's going on here. People, when we're going through this healing and we're going through all of these changes and this shift, I'm not Terrence no more. Some people call me TJ. Some people call me this name. Some people know me as these things. But truly, it's like Source sees me as innocent and love, no matter how or what someone else perceives me as in the past or even in this moment. And see, that's where the healing and learning the value of self, which meaning that I am not my actions. I am not these things that have happened. And see, that's through the acknowledgement and the awareness and discipline and learning through this process or through this human experience. Knowing that, like, okay, this is all but an illusion. So what it's, of course, it's going to sound crazy to some that's not on that level or that frequency. They're not supposed to get it. For all we know, they're just here to just simply, some people could simply want to do, some people don't come out of that drug abuse. Some people don't come out of that, certain, and we know this, and I know this from experience. Some people don't come out of these things. Some people don't know how. So we are that light. We are truly that guiding light. And I was walking today and Spirit was speaking to me saying like, wow, do you realize, like, look how far you come, or look at your journey. It's not even the age, it's just look at the maturity within self, or the discipline, and we have so much to be grateful for. We can count, there's many good memories or so many things to be grateful for. And see, when we're in gratitude, that lifts our spirit and the soul into a higher, frequency, so we can be like, wow, I have so much more to be grateful for. And then it allows us to see those that are not grateful, which is at a lower frequency, which we're learning not to attach ourselves to. And see, this is the purpose of how the ascension of Gaia or Mother Earth. This is how the world is dividing itself, you know, into how people are surrendering to the natural flow of, you know, the universe. Then you have those that are just attached to or stuck in what we call the matrix, or this idea, or whatever it is, their perspective on what their experience is here. But the beauty of it all is that love is the greatest force, you know, and you don't have, like, yo, I'm so grateful that the walk I had, and just, it's so funny. I went on a walk, and it was just, I don't know what this phone is on. 15. Okay, I went on this walk, and I was just self-reflecting, man. That's what a lot of what I feel Gemini is all about. You know, studying the stars, or just learning about life. So if those that need clarity on what you're going through, you're self-reflecting on your past, which means that when we go to our past or what we are experiencing, that is diving into the darkness and into like the abyss, not knowing. It's like diving into the ocean, to the depths, and the deeper you go, you know, maybe the darker it gets, the bigger things get, and it seems so mysterious. But even in those darkest moments, we're learning so much about ourselves, and we're learning in how timeless and limitless and just divine and beautiful all this is. And then as we swim and, you know, back to the top and emerge, we're never going to come out the same. Nothing's going to come out the same. Isn't that truly insane for people to go do what we call the shadow work, or go learn more about themselves? And through this process, do we really, and see, this is the ego expecting people to really reciprocate, or expecting, you know, people that are just knowing, you know, this one-sided way of living. This is what we're unlearning. Meaning that these so-called people, whomever, they cannot go with you. You're learning you're learning yourself, you're diving into yourself to emerge, to rise as this phoenix, or to emerge from the depths and realize, like, whoa, when I went so deep into the darkness, this could have took me out. No one's gonna know what you've experienced. That only you in your connection to the Creator, to Source, only you, and which really is within you, your inner worlds. And so when we're learning these things and we're coming out and emerging, it's like, wow, this is wow, this is new. I want to tell everyone, but truthfully, we can share so much. In the part, it still helps everyone, because we're shattering. And this is what Spirit was letting me know, is that even when we stand in our power and we're learning about ourselves, we still are here to shake shit up and shatter people's illusions. And see, this is what the world doesn't want, because it's no way that it can seem like we're stagnant, but it's no way people can stay in the same place unless they choose to. And when they choose to, things are still changing, but some people just see their things that does not change or shift as suffering. But those that are embracing the unknown,